You know what? I'm going to read this Tumblr post because it's fucking incomprehensible. Are you ready?
Yes.
Subverting Catholic art? Oh, okay, I see. You think this has nothing to do with you. You log on to the internet and you post about how Wound of Christ from Psalter and Prayer Book of Bonn de Luxembourg, attributed to Jean Lenoir, C1349, for instance, looks like a vulva because you're trying to tell the world that you enjoy Catholic art and imagery in an alternative, queer, risque way that challenges Christian beliefs. But what you don't know is that stigma isn't just a vulva. It's not a mandorla. It's not just yonic. It's actually intentionally erotic. And you're also blithely unaware of the fact that around 1297, St. Angela Foligno experienced a vision of Christ himself, who called her to put her mouth to the wound in his side and lick the freshly flowing blood. And then I think it was St. Catherine of Siena who drank blood in a clear liquid from the wound before receiving a ring made from Christ's foreskin. And then graphically erotic encounters with the side wound of Christ quickly showed up in the writings of 8 different mystics. And then the Ionic interpretation of the stigmata filtered down through the illuminated manuscripts and then trickled on down into some pseudo-intellectual corner of the internet where you, no doubt, fished it out of some Pinterest board. However, that interpretation represents hundreds of years and countless visions of religious ecstasy. And it's sort of comical how you think you've come up with an idea that exempts you from Christian theology when, in fact, you're posting an image that was sexualized for you by the very medieval saints you think you're so different than from subverted Catholic art.
What the fuck? That's... Huh.
That was a really fun post to read.
Yeah. What the fuck? Scrolling through Tumblr can either be like the coolest fucking shit in the world or like that. And you're just sitting there like, what was this person smoking when they made this? How the fuck do I find dumbass Tumblr posts like that?
Follow the Tumblr user B-Movie Erotica.
You know what? I'm just going to the pretentious tag. Ooh, take me to the nihilism tag. Let me see what people have typed up here. Well, that's no fun. That's like an actual media analysis and not just entirely incomprehensible. Where are my text posts? Philosophical fiction. Ooh, that's a long one. Well, that's an actual quote. I'm not just gonna fucking read that. God damn it. Where's all my fun fucking random shit? Words. Words. Hashtag words. Okay, you said it was B-Movie something?
B-Movie Erotica.
I can't search it because the word erotica gets me the Tumblr like, whoa, wait a minute. There we go.
It's all one word.
Found it.
They post some really fucking funny stuff.
Okay, so they have a pinned ask that I'm going to read because it's just a fucking super long, like, thing about their stuff.
About their book that they need to finish.
Yeah. Tell me more about hashtag your book that you need to finish. Ostensibly, it's about the monster fucking MLM romance, but I'm slow-boiling readers into reading toxic age gap Yuri instead with a woman who's even more of a monster. The stories are inextricable, two sides of the same mystery. An ancient cursed ship in the Seattle harbor, full of monsters that run a shitty coffee shop, and the old bookstore with an extremely odd owner who is, for some reason, being hunted by female Irish assassins. Daniel and Nina are the two ordinary humans who broke up after an intense 5-year relationship. Former childhood sweethearts bonded over their dead mothers, and they end up working for these two locations respectively. Both get entangled with their bosses in extremely hot and unethical ways. They start.
Is that a fucking Lalafell named 6'7"?
Yeah.
Incredible. No notes.
They start unraveling the weirdness around their employers as things get dire politically. Nina's dad is the Seattle mayor who is beholden to the Star-Does Coffee CEO who wants both locations for himself, and legal implications surface suggesting that the bookshop owner is up to very illegal business. It's explicit, full penetration, etc., etc. No fading to black. I'm about 30K in and very happy with where it's going.
Hell fucking yeah. Hell yeah, we love Toxic Yuri.
Oh, it's Toxic Yaoi and Yuri.
True. Because what's the one major thing missing from all action movies these days, guys? Full penetration.
Okay. This is an interesting one that they posted. It's from a subreddit. Is it bullshit, the quote-unquote brick method of driving? Hi, all. Been having a debate with my curmudgeonly but genius mechanic father the past few days since I've been back home regarding the safety/efficacy/legitimacy of what he calls the quote-unquote brick method of driving. It's confused the absolute fuck out of me, and while it won't end our relationship, it's driving a serious wedge between us while I'm here. Essentially, my father recalls when he was young and, while making a particularly long trip, would place a brick or other weighty object onto the gas pedal once he was on the expressway. What? After this, he would climb into the backseat of the car, usually with a blanket, and go to sleep. He claims that when he woke up, he had shaved a significant portion of the trip off. I asked him how this could possibly be done considering the turns and toll booths, not to mention other cars, and he responded that other drivers would acknowledge a bricker and move out of the way, or even in some cases gently push the car to right its course. For turns, he just said he would ride the guardrail and deal with the scratches, since it was so much easier to get around this way. I'm completely at my wit's end with him. Does anyone here have any idea what the hell he's talking about? I considered it was a joke, but this is not a joking guy we're talking about. I apologize if this comes off as a troll post or something, but I am so genuinely curious if this is some relic of a less safety-regulated era that I have never heard about.
Rage baiting your Reddit-obsessed daughter.
Yeah, I guess.
Part 20.
Like, what the fuck? The brick method of driving is insane. Oh my god. Maybe I should just go on Reddit while we wait. That'd be a good one. Look up, like, am I the asshole or something like that. God, I miss my big, pretentious Tumblr posts. I feel like you don't really see those anymore. Like, just one person ranting for, like, a 30-page essay on Tumblr, and you're just like, what the fuck, man? You good? And they always get, if someone asks, they always get back to you with answering like, I don't fucking know anymore. You know?
Yeah.
Okay, let's head to Reddit then. How do you want to sort this? Do you want to go by, like, the best, or do you want to go by, like, new? Or hot? Hot is, like, getting a lot of attention. New is, like, just got posted.
I'm going to Am I the Asshole?
Yeah, I'm there. Do you want new or hot?
I don't...
I'm going new then.
I don't know.
Okay. Okay, here we go. Am I the asshole for taking money out my boss's deposits in my account? So I'm going to try to make this as simply explained as I can. Oh God, how far back are you? I don't know. We're on Instruments of Our Deliverance. I'm a in-home care worker and have privately worked for the same person for 10 years. About 3 years ago, he put me on a program for veterans with in-home care that directly pays the caretaker. Basically, he paid me more privately than this company did or allowed the amount of hours he needed care. He has 24-hour care, but the program only pays $25 a week. He has 6 caregivers. I work the most with him, every day basically. He put me on the program basically to pocket the money himself to go towards funds to help pay his caregivers. Another girl does the same. I fill the papers out weekly and send them in. We receive said paychecks in our accounts and give them to him. His health the last year has severely declined and requires much more extensive medical care. I've devoted a lot of my life to this job, but aside from that, he is my family by this point. I was facing severe hardship about 10 months ago and he offered me $5 extra on the hour for work. I agreed, but he told me not to let any other caretakers or family know our agreement because it would cause drama due to him not paying the others this amount. Well, the last few months he's been in and out of the hospital and his family has taken over a lot of the work of payroll and such. Obviously, they didn't know about this agreement, so they were writing out my pay as they knew what it was for everyone else. Due to this and the fact they had his wallet, extra money, and cards, I was unable to get my extra on the hour as I normally would. I was worried about bringing this to the attention of everyone because it would literally be drama. With him in such bad health, I figured it wouldn't be a good thing to bring all that up right now. Felt kind of selfish too for some reason. So when the checks were being deposited, I was bringing them to the family minus the $5 extra on the hour those weeks. They just assumed what I was giving them was the whole check. I didn't explain anything. But now the sister wants a screenshot of my bank accounts on the next deposit. She wants to align them with the past checks. Well, now I don't know what to do because I will have to tell her what I've been doing. Now I feel she will think I'm a thief, but I'm not. Anyways, I feel like I'm in the wrong somewhere and it's giving me extreme anxiety on how to approach this without looking horrible. Am I the asshole here? Oh my God.
I have to agree with the comments on this post. This is fraud. All of this is fraud.
Yeah.
Multiple people in this story are committing fraud.
Yeah. Everybody sucks here. You're all committing fraud. I mean, this sounds a lot like legally actionable fraud. You need a lawyer more than internet judgment.
Yeah.
Probably you've done something illegal,
Holy
if
shit.
not unethical, IMO. Yeah, as soon as I read more of this, I went, that's fraud. Like, in my head, I was like, you're committing fraud.
Yeah. You can't skim a little off the top. That's not how it works. I'll be right back.
Why would he not pay you a little less when his program started 3 years ago? For example, if you got $150 a week from him prior to the program could pay you $100 and he could pay you $50. Totally made up numbers. It feels like something is missing from this story. The fraud part, perhaps? By not being honest, what you have done can be seen as embezzlement, which is a felony. Oh my God. I would call the VA and get the details of this program. I have never heard a program where they pay the caregiver directly and then you pay the patient, and that sounds very sketchy. If it's sketchy and it's VA funds, fix it, because the OIG has been going after all sketchy money in the VA. That aside, no, don't give anyone screenshots of your bank account. Of course not. I mean, that's fair advice. Never give anyone screenshots of your bank account. If someone needs to know your banking information and they are an employer, You give them your banking information. You do not give them screenshots of your bank account. That is too much.
Yep. Nobody needs to know about your bank account but you.
Exactly.
Oh, do you want to see the knife that I got?
Sure.
Today? Let me send you a DM.
It's really shitty that home health workers don't get paid enough. It still doesn't excuse fraud. Oh, God, that's a good one. Oh, my God, here's a fun one from a 17-year-old. This can only be dramatic and stupid. That's the best part.
All right, check this shit out.
Okay, let's look at this shit. Ah, fuck yeah. Freerin Part 2. Dude, that knife is sick.
Right? I look at it every fucking time.
I mean, yeah, I can't blame you. That's actually fucking sick. That is like a display knife and not a used knife, though.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Am I the asshole for still talking to my ex? This is a 17-year-old, so let's give them some grace here.
Mm-hmm.
I, 17F, broke up with my first boyfriend a while ago, near the end of December, that I'd dated for about 2 months. I really liked him, but it wasn't anything super serious, and I broke up with him because he was not a very good boyfriend in that we didn't really do anything, and he prioritized his girl friends. There's a space there. Girl space friends, as in female friends, not dating. A bit over me. It was very civil, and we agreed to be friends. He's a really nice dude, and we also worked together in a school activity. He's so sweet, he just wasn't really a good boyfriend. That's totally fair. That is completely fair to go, hey, I like you as a friend, I don't like you as a boyfriend.
Yep.
This is sounding like a
Relationships
very
end like that all the
well-adjusted
time.
kid. Exactly.
Hmm?
Honestly, my friends say it wasn't even really a relationship because we never went on dates, kissed, or did really any romantic stuff. That's fair. Again, but you defined it that way, so your friends can fuck off with that shit. Relationships are whatever you want them to be. Anyways, since we agreed to be friends, we still text sometimes. I mentioned it to my friend a while back, and they made me question whether it was just friendly texting. I've never had an ex before, so I'm kind of new at this. Now I feel like an asshole every time I text him because I don't want to lead him on, but also I don't want to assume there's anything more going on and be like, by the way, I don't want to date you again, because that feels like a very awkward conversation. We talk about relatively normal stuff, like I got him to watch the Spider-Man movies, and we talk about random stuff or reels. I don't know, is this okay? I keep thinking about what my friend said, and I'm worried I'm being an ass. Plus, there's the whole stereotype of girls texting their exes. So, am I the asshole? No assholes here. You're the top comment I totally agree with.
Yeah.
No assholes here. You're 17. Don't worry about it. It was 2 months and
You're 7. Yeah. You're 17. Don't worry about it. Just keep being friends with a guy. If he starts being creepy, let him down.
Yeah. But he doesn't seem like he's being. You seem like you're good friends. Enjoy your friendship.
Mm-hmm. I talk with my exes, well, some of my exes all the time still. So, yeah.
The only reason I don't talk with any of mine is because the two I actually consider exes suck ass.
Your situation's different.
Yeah, I mean, I had some like less serious exes that I just don't really count as much. But those are less, I don't talk to them because they suck, and more, I don't talk to them because we weren't really friends outside of the relationship as much. Or like, you know, we just grew apart over time. This poor kid. I feel bad for them for, like, fucking stressing over that. Ooh, this is an interesting one. Instead of am I the asshole, re-add you. Okay, Ari, I'm making you party lead again.
Okay.
Instead of am I the asshole, it's will I be the asshole. Will I be the asshole if I introduced myself to my bio mother? Interesting, interesting. This is a throwaway account because I would never want anyone in my life to find out about this. I see that a lot of people don't agree with the idea of people who were put up for adoption looking or just interacting with their bio parents, so I wanted to get more opinions on this. I want to start off by saying that I didn't stalk this woman, and I honestly don't have any expectations of how this would go. So I was adopted when I was a baby. My parents are okay. I wouldn't say that they treated me like their own because there definitely were differences in the way they treated me and their biological kid, but despite that, I never really cared about finding my biological parents. As much as I'd like to believe that they would accept me, I know that's not realistic. However, I found my original birth certificate a couple years ago and it said the biological mother's name. I was in middle school and finding this made me really angry for some reason. I never looked much into it, just searched it on the internet and didn't find anything. Now I'm in my 20s and I'm studying law. One day I went to ask a professor for an opinion on an essay and the craziest thing happened. There was a line of students, and when it was my turn, the professor kind of looks at me weird and asks me, am I related to name, surname? It's the name of my biological mother. I was so shocked, and I felt the worst anxiety in my life. I said no, and he continues on saying like, oh, sorry, I have a colleague who looks like you. Could be related. That's all he said, and I went on to search for her name on the internet and eventually found her. I applied to an internship at the place she works at and actually saw her for the first time. She didn't see me and probably doesn't care about my existence, lol, but yeah. I never felt like this until now, and I just kind of want to meet her, and I don't know if she would absolutely hate that. Probably would, but I don't know. My logic is that if she left me, never tried to contact me, and just went on with her life, she will absolutely hate this and probably cuss me out or something. But I also kind of really want to see how she would react. I don't know if that's selfish, and I probably won't say anything, but this thought has been keeping me up at night, and I feel like I'd feel better if I said something, even if she told me to F off, lol. Would I be the asshole if I did this? No.
I don't even know how to comprehend this fucking story.
I know, right?
It's such a wild situation.
It is. But honestly, no, I don't think you'll be the asshole as long as you approach it appropriately. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, literally, don't approach her in person so that you can keep things not being awkward if it doesn't work out. Just, like, find an email you can send a message to that and have an email that won't lead back to you and just be like, hi, I'm sorry to bother you. I believe I am your biological daughter. I would like to know if you would want to meet me just to talk. If that's not, that is totally fine. I just wanted to know. And bam, there you go. If they say no, I wouldn't like that, you can go on and basically act like you don't know they're your bio mom, even though you're kind of working with them. If they say yes, then you can introduce yourself. And
I think the internship part is a little weird.
Yeah, that's a little weird. I know they weren't like trying to stalk them, but that's like borderline stalking.
I mean, a little bit. But I mean, I guess it makes sense because it's like biomom.
Yeah,
you know?
It was curiosity. It wasn't like they went into this internship just because of that. It's more likely they needed the internship and this happened to also be the job that they worked at. So they went, okay, sure, I'll go for this internship because I need it anyways. Which, you know, some people could say is stalking. I would say not really. You know, you didn't do it for this purpose. You just decided this company because of that. There's a difference. Like, if I went out of my way to work in the same field as someone because I already knew they worked there, that would be me stalking them. If I happened to be in that field and decided to go to the same company, but otherwise choose not to interact with them, unless they agreed to it, I wouldn't really worry about it then, you know? I feel like there's a difference there.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. It's so weird. Because it's like, it's not a situation that I can place myself in. Like, I can't relate to that shit at all.
Right.
So it's hard to even begin to offer advice.
Okay, should I sign us up for the snow cloak? We are two mariners, our ship's sole survivors, in this belly of a whale. Excuse me. Oh, 9 quests. Okay. Cool. 9 quests to Snowcloak.
Yep.
Got it. So we've still got some time. Ooh. Here's a fun one. Okay. I've got 3 different possible
reading more
fun...
Am I the Asshole?
Yes.
Oh, boy.
Okay, so I've got 3 possible ones that I think would be fun. We have, am I the asshole for yelling at my family because my brother is a NEET and is causing me problems? Am I the asshole for wanting to quit my hotel receptionist job after only 4 days? Am I the asshole for hugging my aunt?
Oh, fuck. The first and the third one are really close. I need to hear the neat one. I'm not going to stop thinking about it if I don't.
Am I the asshole for yelling at my family because my brother is a NEET and is causing me problems? So for some context, I live in a 2-bedroom apartment with me, 19M, my brother, 22M, and my mom, 50F. Me and my brother share a room, which isn't an issue. I grew up sharing rooms my whole life. My issue is that as of late, I've been growing more and more tired with my brother. I work part-time and go to school full-time doing an engineering major. There's days that I'm gone 12 plus hours a day. My brother, on the other hand, doesn't do anything except play video games. And I mean literally. He doesn't shower often to the point that the entire room smells awful, and I've resorted to sleeping in the living room and basically making that my bedroom. My final straw was when I went into the room to grab a notebook to study, and my brother covered up and yelled at me that I didn't knock. I don't know why he was just in there nude, but I got so angry. I started screaming at him, saying stuff like, "This is also my room. I'm so sick of you," etc. My mom comes in and asks me why I am yelling. Then when I explain the situation to her, she pulls me aside and says, "You know how it is with him, with his depression and anxiety." I then got mad at her because I've been told this my whole life. I was overlooked as a kid because of his mental health issues. I've always been independent for that reason. I started to raise my voice at her, telling her that I'm sick of not even being able to sleep on a bed, etc., before calming myself down because I know it isn't her fault. She tried her best as a single mom. Anyway, fast forward to now, I got a text from my sister saying that what I did was disrespectful and I need to apologize. I don't think I did anything wrong other than slightly raising my voice at my mom, but I don't think I'm in the wrong here. Entirely. What do you guys think? Sorry for the formatting, mix of me being on mobile and me being upset.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Not a good issue. Bad times there.
Yeah. That's bad.
That is a lot of very long-term issues coming out in a very explosive moment.
Yeah. There's a lot of history in this.
Yeah. Honestly. Like, I think I want to say your brother's the asshole. Like, I want to say you're not the asshole, but at the same time, you should probably apologize for yelling.
You're not the asshole, but apologize to your mom.
At least your mom.
Talk it out
yelling.
like an adult.
Exactly.
Talk it out like an adult.
Even if you don't want to apologize to your brother, at least apologize to your mom for yelling.
Yep.
I don't know why he was just in there nude. The rest of us know. I don't know why you don't.
The question is, why was he doing it in the room, you know?
I don't know.
Like, come on, man. There's better places to do it. Like the bathroom.
Yeah, you have a shared bedroom. Do it in the bathroom. I know you're prioritizing keeping this bedroom to yourself, like an asshole, but come on.
Have a little bit of decency.
But yeah, pretty much everyone is saying not the asshole, but apologize to your mom.
Yep, that's my ruling as well.
Like, I don't know. You could, if they wanted to, which I wouldn't blame them if they didn't, they could say, "Hey, I'm sorry for raising my voice, but I'm done with your antics," to their brother. I would respect that. But at the same time, no.
No, talk it out with the mom like an adult.
He was probably doing it to a character in game. Maybe. I don't know.
Oh my god. How much you want to bet that they play gacha games as well?
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm putting a fucking sniper bullet. I'm loading a sniper rifle and I'm firing it.
God damn. You took the fucking shot indeed. Okay, do we want to hear the aunt hugging one?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, am I the asshole for hugging my aunt? Oh my god, this is a long ass one.
Oh boy.
I graduated high school recently. Okay, so they're like 18 at the max, maybe 19. And my family, of course...
I think I graduated at like 17.
Well, it could range from like 17 to 19, generally.
Yeah. That tells us the age range.
I graduated high school recently, and my family, of course, came to support me. Someone who also came was my aunt. I didn't think she was coming, but I was so glad she did. I only have one aunt, and my family is dysfunctional as fuck, so I don't see her like that. She also lives far, but my family has like some crazy older than me shit going on, but because of this, my family goes through lots of fallouts. There is no punctuation in this, except for apostrophes.
Oh boy.
So...
That's gonna be fun to read.
Right. Well, after the ceremony was over and all the graduates came out, I was of course looking for mine. Once I found my mom, I looked behind her and saw my aunt and uncle. I literally bursted into tears. I even shoved my mom out the way. Now, to be fair, I shoved everyone. It was very tight. But my mom had her arms out and I tried to maneuver around her. I still hugged her because I couldn't avoid her, but not for long. As I was pushing away, she was, "I'll rip the hair out of your head," like a black mother scaring threat. What? Oh. I then replied, "Do it." There is no quotation marks, by the way. It's just bold when it's talking.
Oh boy.
I was trying to figure out what they meant when they said the parentheses like a black mother scaring threat, and then I understood like a mother who is a black woman is what they're saying.
Yeah.
And proceeded to hug my aunt, who I not only haven't seen in months, but I didn't know she'd even be her. Mind you, I seen my mom earlier that day. She's the one who dropped me off. After hugging my aunt, my grandma then goes, "Where's my hug? I'm so confused. I seen you today. When I saw her for the first time today, I hugged her. What the hell?" I think I'm starting to see where the issues are coming from in this. This wasn't spoken about again till a week after. My mom calls me and goes, "After you graduated and we were trying to find you, what was the first thing you said?" I go, "Oh my goodness, my aunt is here." Of course, I didn't know what I said exactly, but that's what was definitely going through my mind. My mom goes, "No, that's not what you said. You said, 'Move, move. It's my aunt.'" I then tell her I definitely did probably say that it was very crowded. She then asks me if I see anything wrong with that, and I definitely do. I should have said, "Excuse me." She then goes, "Has she over the 12 years of..." What? She then goes, "Has she over the 12 years of you going to school, has she picked me up and dropped me off?" I then go, "Yeah, she's done both, especially when my mom was pregnant." She goes on a rant about how my aunt isn't the best person and how she treats me. But what's interesting to me is I've been conditioned to go back to people who have hurt me. My mom, dad, friends, even my boyfriend, or people that treat me horribly, and I always go back. Like if she seriously thinks I shouldn't like my aunt because of they are issues, then I shouldn't like you either, right? She then goes, "But you expect me to fill out this parent loan. You ask me to do this and that." Yeah, I ask you to be a parent. Mind you, getting my FAFSA filled out was also an entire thing. When I wanted to be independent, they got mad. Also, I don't expect nothing from her. My dad usually handles things like that. She then goes, "But you complain to me about your boyfriend and your dad. Why do you do that?" I then go, "Because you're my mom. Like, am I not supposed to? It's normal." She then goes, "What you did wasn't normal?" Strange. I argue that it was normal. Do people who have not seen a loved one in a long time not hug them? No, that's a fair point. That is a fair point.
I mean, it's fair. I think the way they went about it was not good.
You're
But
right.
also, I feel like there's some family dynamics that we are not privy to in this post that
Right.
definitely would provide some really needed context.
Yeah. I don't know if it'd be okay for them to share those family dynamics at the same time though.
Yeah, I think everyone kind of sucks. I think everyone kind of sucks in this post.
Yeah. So far.
It's not bad, but like everyone still kind of sucks,
Yeah,
you know?
I don't think anybody's done anything that specifically makes them the asshole, but they're all just kind of being dicks to each other. That's where my brain's at on this. So that's why I'm going everybody sucks here too. W reading, thank you. I mean, it's just written kind of poorly. I'm not going to lie. I apologized to her about my language and the words I used, but not for my actions, which she expressed that's what she was looking for. Now because of this, she's refusing to hand me my transcript to send to school, saying I'm just going to have to find a way. She also goes, you know how this made me feel, which I don't because you literally called my phone asking me to recount last week. So me having to be the bigger person then goes, I apologize, it made you upset because I can't fully scope what's going on. Basically, she's upset this call didn't change anything. When I asked how she felt, she just kept saying it doesn't matter because you don't see nothing wrong with it. Well, show me what's wrong. Why should my feelings change if I don't have a reason to do so? I mean, I will say this. When it comes to specifically... Oh, let's go already? You ready? Oh, okay, cool.
You're ready for Akafa?
Okay, cool. I will say specifically for hugging your aunt, you are not the asshole.
Yeah, I think the way you went about it might be a little bad, but you know.
You're right.